Welcome to the Chevrolet Postgame. Here now, Mike Tirico.
Well, the Green Bay Packers come to Minnesota and get a dominant victory. It's a split of the season series, but most importantly, timely for the Pack, who are a win away from the playoffs because of what transpired in Seattle earlier today with the Pittsburgh win, and tonight here with handling the Vikings thanks to an outstanding game from Jordan Love, personal high, 4 total TDs, Aaron Jones 120 yards, and Keyshawn Nixon a factor all over the field. And to celebrate the new year with 36 minutes on the nose in the countdown to midnight, Melissa is with Jordan Love and Aaron Jones.
I sure am, Mike, and welcome to our post-game New Year's Eve celebration. Guys, we have some sparkling cider here for you. Cheers to you guys. We love the top hats. Before we celebrate, I just have to ask you first, what just happened post-game in that little scuffle there?
We're walking out to shake hands, and I see one of our players he's having an interaction with the Vikings player who just finished playing, and they get in each other's face going at it, and they start shoving, so I just kind of tried to de-escalate it, move him to his sideline, and we were good after that.
Good job de-escalating. All right, well, the party starts now. Tell me what ways you have grown since your first matchup against the Vikings this season.
Yeah, I think I've grown in a lot of ways. I think, just showing up to work every week, trying to find ways to get better, understanding how I need to, attack these guys after the first game, and just growing on the little mistakes, and then just trusting everybody around me. Everybody, we're just putting in that work every week and getting better. So
I want to ask you about the defense, because your defense has been criticized as of late and put up a tremendous performance tonight.
Yeah, I think in the business of what we do, we're always going to be criticized. But, it's all about what you do next. And they came up, stepped up big tonight, and made some huge plays.
Yeah, talking about huge plays, this guy right here. First of all, I need to ask you, you went in the medical tent. You came out, gave me a thumbs up with that knee. How is it?
It's good. Just banged knees, and this was my sore knee that had already hurt earlier in the year. So felt a little bit, just needed a couple plays, and I was good.
And you told me that people think you're old, you just turned 29, and that you want to prove the critics wrong. What did you prove to them tonight?
I'm still 3-3. Still Showtime, still got it, and nothing's changing.
All right, you and I talked earlier in the week about your New Year's resolution. You want to tell everybody what it is, and I'm going to give you this so you can start working.
Yeah, my New Year's resolution, I'm going to learn how to shuffle cards.
Why?
I just don't know how to do it, and I need to be able to learn how to do that, for all the games I play, Uno, things like that. So, yeah.
On the plane ride back.
Exactly.
By the way, they said they're wearing these top hats on the plane ride back, and he asked if he could keep it. New Year's resolution?
New Year's resolution, just
You told me.
Give up the junk food.
Yep.
Give up the junk food. The candy, donuts, it's tough, but I've done it once, so I can do it again.
He has a sweet tooth. All right, finally, I just want to look ahead really quick to next week, because your predecessor, Aaron Rodgers, claimed to have owned the Bears, and he backed it up with his record. What are you most looking forward to next week?
It's going to be a big-time game, and, we need to win that one to get up in the playoffs. I'm excited to be at home for that game and go put on a show.
All right, guys, let's see. You guys want to polish all this off? Congratulations and Happy New Year. All right, Mike, it's quite the party down here.
To you too, Melissa. Happy New Year. Thanks. Great celebration down there. It's a Happy New Year for all the folks in Green Bay as well, and they'll get the chance to get the win at home and make it to the playoffs. Youngest team in the NFL. Why not enjoy it? Division wins are hard to come by. Couldn't get it against the Lions last year at home. Will they do it against the Bears, the most played rivalry in the history of the NFL, with a playoff spot on the line for the Pack. The Bears, by the way, eliminated because this game did not end in a tie. So much to stream on Peacock. Look back on the biggest moments of the year in 2023. Back that year up. Kevin Hart and Keenan Thompson. Stream a new season of the Peacock original Dr. Death. Plus, get all your post-game commentary starting right now on Peacock's Sunday Night Football Final. And here on NBC, we will look ahead to next week. Oh, why not bring in the new year? 32 minutes until 2024 on the East Coast, and the Packers celebration has begun on the road here tonight.
Welcome back to the Chevrolet Postgame. Here now, Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth.
Well, Certainly look forward to being with you for game 272, the final game of the regular season on Sunday Night Football. It is the game for the AFC East title. Josh Allen and the Bills, Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins. Buffalo could be the 2, they could be the 6 or 7 as well. They also could be out of the playoffs. That may matter for Pittsburgh, it may matter for Buffalo, certainly, and for Miami. We'll have that.
Just a little background music for you there.
Well, Melissa brought out the bow. I brought out the
tried
scarf.
to do this, but you can't with the headset.
It doesn't really work, and it'll end up a meme, so I'm not going to do it. So let's talk about the game instead.
Or we could just have a drink.
No. Let's talk about we can do that in a minute. Let's get to the game instead. First off, this Buffalo, stop that. This Buffalo push here. I feel like Josh Allen has kind of taken back that role of we're going to carry this team the rest of the way, and he's done it on this nice run that they've had.
No, he has, and we know from the Buffalo Bills when everything's on the line, Josh Allen is going to run the show. And I mean literally run the show.
Take over,
because he's going to do it with the passing game, but he's also such an imposing figure. Remember we were at a practice one time with him, and you're out there looking like, I would not want to tackle that. It was just like running right at us, you know. And for the Miami Dolphins, I mean, how do you get better than Tyreek Hill and what he did this year with Tua and that passing game?
But they got pounded today by Baltimore. That's a bad loss to take. How do you bounce back from something?
Everybody got pounded by Baltimore this year. Even San Francisco got pounded by Baltimore. So I think that what we're seeing right now is it's sort of Baltimore's to lose at this point, and then who's going to get hot? And that's what always happens in the playoffs. Doesn't matter what happens in the regular season. It's who gets hot for those 4 games. Maybe it's Joe Flacco. He did it once before for 4 straight games and won a Super Bowl. Right. So who knows?
It may be Flacco again with Cleveland. So Buffalo was the 11 a little while ago. They could end up the 2, or they could end up out. Pittsburgh's fate might be in the balance, so it's a lot on the line on Sunday Night Football next week. We'll see you for game 272 of the regular season.
Well, and you know I'm a big social media guy, and there was breaking news tonight. Snoop is coming to the Olympics. Yep, it's official. 2024 Paris Olympics. I'm there at Mike Tirico, not Chris Collinsworth. That's okay. Save a seat for the dog. I'm just going to change that for the dog. So
what?
Snoop Dogg and Chris Dogg are going to go over and have a glass of champagne in Paris, enjoy the Olympics, and cheer you on as you work night after night, and because you want updates on what's happening around the city. And I think Snoop and I could do that job.
So you just invited yourself to hang with Snoop.
I've only been doing it for the last 3 months, and it's gotten me nowhere.
Can't think of any cooler combination.
Cheers to everybody making that decision out there.
Speaking of the Olympics, in all seriousness, the Olympic years are so big for our entire family of NBC networks and all of our NBC affiliates. And as we get to midnight and the new year begins, the Peacock will be joined by the Olympic rings when you watch NBC. So you'll see that logo in the corner of your screen as we go through for the next 7 months. In all seriousness, Happy New Year, pal.
Happy New Year, partner.
Like hanging with you. Let's do it in Miami next week and then a couple playoff games.
You wear these again?
No, this is a one and done. This is pretty good.
Hawaiian shirt next.
In all seriousness, to all your families and all your friends and the people you love, cheers to a great 2024. We wish you a Happy New Year from Minneapolis and our entire Sunday Night Football family. 25 minutes and 57 seconds until the new year is brought to life in Times Square as you get a look in that great spot. Have you ever been there, by the way?
Absolutely. Not during this for you.
I have once.
Did you?
I can't tell the story on the air because we have to get off the air. The final score, Green Bay 33.
Have a drink and
Minnesota 10. I did that night. Coming up next, except on the West Coast, it's your local news. Everybody around the country going to ring in the new year, and we hope it's a great 2024. We look forward to seeing you to start our year in Miami for Buffalo and Miami game 272. Rob Highland, Drew Esikoff, our entire team in the truck with Chris, Melissa Stark, Terry McCauley, Mike Tirico. Happy New Year from Minneapolis. The Packers win. Cheers to 2024.
NBC Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.